Good morning, Girl Scouts of Greater South Texas. My name is Casey, and I'm so excited for you to join us on our virtual fun. First things first, we're going to start with the Girl Scout Promise and the Girl Scout Law. So what you're going to need to do is raise your right hand, put your pinky down and your thumb over your pinky, and we are going to say the Girl Scout Promise. If you don't know the Girl Scout Promise, you can just repeat after me, but if you do know it, definitely say it with me. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout Law. Now we're going to say the Girl Scout Law. And again, if you don't know the Girl Scout Law, you can just repeat after me. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do. And to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. All right, ladies, let's get started and have some fun. Today, we're going to be talking about stars. So what is a star? And I'm not talking about celebrities or anything like that. I'm talking about all those beautiful twinkling little lights above us at night. And there's so many stars. How many stars do you think are actually in the sky? Probably like a bajillion, right? Well, what we're going to be looking at today is we're going to actually look at constellations. What is a constellation? So a constellation is a group or a form of stars that kind of make a picture in the sky. So for as long as people have been around, they've been looking up at the sky, and what they would do is they would see the stars and they would kind of make a picture, an image, and they would tell a story about why the stars were where they were. And they would use these stories to kind of explain things that were happening on Earth, or they'd use them for directions. So we're going to be taking a look at some of the more famous constellations, and then you're going to get to make your own constellation. And that's what we're going to be doing today. There are 88 different constellations, and each one has their own name and story. So I'm going to share with you one of the cooler constellations. This one's called Cassiopeia, and it kind of looks like the letter W, and you'll notice it's a lady and she's upside down and she's kind of holding a mirror. So this constellation is called Cassiopeia, the queen of the night sky. So Greek mythology has a story behind it. They say that she was a queen who really loved the way she looked, and she would brag to everybody, and that upset a lot of the Greek gods. Poseidon, the Greek god of the sea, was very upset with her and how she was bragging about her looks. So he decided to send a sea creature to come attack her. And to protect herself, she actually chained her daughter, Andromeda, to a post. And so this is another constellation called the Chained Woman. So poor Andromeda was about to get eaten by a sea creature. And luckily she got saved by Perseus. So she didn't get eaten by the sea creature. But to punish Cassiopeia, the queen, for being so braggy and for putting her daughter in danger, when they created her constellation, they put her upside down to make her look foolish. So that's the story behind these two constellations. They actually tie in with each other. But there's so many other constellations that you can look into, like the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, Orion. There's so many awesome stories. So I definitely encourage you to try looking up a story about one of the more famous constellations. For this activity, you're going to need a white piece of paper and 2 markers. So you can pick 2 colors or you can pick 1 color. We're going to be designing your own constellation. So first, you're going to draw 10 dots or stars in random spots in your paper. So they don't have to be close to each other, because just like the stars in our sky, they're not all close to each other. So I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3, 5, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're just going to draw some stars on there. So I have 10 stars, and I kind of put them all over the place. You don't have to draw 10, but it definitely helps for the next part. So I have my 10 stars, and what people used to do is they would try to connect the stars to create an image, and then they would use that image to tell a story. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to connect these stars kind of like a connect the dots. And there's no right or wrong way to do this next step. I'm just gonna try to attach them and connect them all. So we're gonna do one here. All right, almost there. Okay, so I connected them. And what you do after you connect your dots is you kind of look at the picture and see what you can see. And actually, looking at it from this angle, I'm gonna flip it over so y'all can see. I kind of see a bird with a wing. So what you can do is you can go back and try to turn it into whatever you see. So I think I see a little bird. There's the eye, see the mouth, and I'm gonna make this the wings right there. So I think it looks like a bird. But you can take a look at your picture and try to turn it into something and then create a story. So this is the mighty pink bird. And I'm gonna come up with a story, but I'm gonna name it the Pink Bird Constellation. So I'll flip it like that. So you get to be a little creative and kind of see what you see, maybe even ask a family member or a friend to kind of look at it and see what they see. And you can do it as many times as you want. You could try again. You can put the stars in different spots and kind of create new and different constellations. Be sure to share your constellation creation with us. #GSGST. #VirtualGirl2020. Share your constellation design with us, and we'll see you next time.